I'm chacham, and therefore I accept the honor. And then I sat down. Once I accepted the honor, I started to think like, what could have possibly possessed the Rav to honor me. I conducted a scientific experiment. And I went back to think about the previous honorees that were honored and see where I fit into the group. I'm not going to mention any names, but there were certain people who did wonderful things for the shul. Okay, I'm not in that group. I'm not the Rabbi, and I don't donate svarim, and I don't. Okay, I'm not in that group. There are certain people that are honored and they did wonderful things for the community. Not me. Sandy came, I left. There's one other group. There are people that were honored, not necessarily, although they're very honorable people, but the way I saw it was that the rabbi honored them not only for what they have done or had done, but in order to bring out their potential to be mechazikim and to help them grow. That's the only group I can see that I would fit into. I guess the rabbi feels that the things he said about me are things that I could potentially live up to. And therefore I'll take it as a musar shmuz, and his chayv is to try to live up to that. I also warned the rabbi that if he gives me a soapbox, he may regret it. So here goes. The rabbi spoke about my chiyas and tefillah. I put out several years ago a sefer of my own machshavas, my own Mashachanani Hashem, and a couple years ago I put out a collection of my own machshavas, my father's machshavas, and my father, myself, unser Rebbe's machshavas, the Meshech Chochmah, on Haggadah Shel Pesach. Anyone who feels interested in taking one, they're in the boxes on the table. As I know, David Amel probably was right. We assume he was right. But he said, "Dorm eindim brumi shel oyel nisfila b'nei adam mezalzim behem." So to put out svarim on the tables and to have chamein the spritzed on them, and then nobody's going to read them. Anybody who wants, they should come take one. Whatever isn't taken should remain clean. The pasuk in Shir Shirim says, "Yoinosi b'chag ve'asela b'seisar madrego harinius marayich hashminius koilech." The Eibishter talking about Klal Yisrael says, "My dove." He likes in Klal Yisrael to the dove is in the cracks and the clefts of the rock, in the hidden parts of the steps. Harinius marayich, show me what you look like, and I'll translate literally first, and then we'll see Rashi, and I'll expand on a little bit. I won't speak very long. Hashminius koyach, let me hear your voice. Rashi says, I'm not going to read the Rashi, we'll shorten it, I'll just put in my own words. To take me on faith, that if you don't, Perik Beis plus to get out. Shir. Rashi says this is a Moshe of Klal Yisrael at Kriyas Yamsuf. Klal Yisrael was cornered. They had Mitzrayim chasing them behind them. They had the raging Yamsuf in front of them. And they had Midboris with Chayis Rois. They had desolate deserts with wild animals on both sides. They had nowhere to turn and nowhere to go. And they were in a panic. Rashi says the moshel to Yoinosi b'chag v'yasela, to a dove that is being chased by a nates, a sparrowhawk. Most of the Mepharshim believe it's a sparrowhawk. Taisa disagrees, but doesn't offer any other shot of what a nates is. It's a predatory bird in any manner. It doesn't make a difference. He wants to get the yoina, and the yoina is fleeing for her life, and she sees a cleft in the rock that she can fit into, and the predatory chasing bird can't. She zooms in there and goes, oof, safe. I have refuge. And from deep inside the bowels of this cave, she hears the hiss of a snake Tikonis leflim, Rashi says, if she goes inside, harei nachash, the nachash is going to bite her and eat her. Teitzi lechutz, she goes outside, harei nates, the sparrowhawk, the nates is going to eat her. This is the mashal of the Klal Yisrael by Kriyas Yamsuf. They're surrounded with nowhere to go, no options. So the Eibishter tells them, Harinius Marayach is Hashminis Koilech, Rashi spends no time on. We, Klal Yisrael, don't need to be told what Hashminis Koilech, what Tefillah is. We're well schooled in that. We've been davening ever since before we were a nation, and we continue, and we know exactly what Tefillah is. Some of us do it better, and some of us need a little bit more help with it, but we know what Tefillah is, and we know how to do it. Everyone knows at least how to pick up a Tehillim when there's a Yisor. But what do you do when you can't daven? What do you do when you're in a meeting, you're in the middle of a job, and you get a text, you get a phone call that someone's gravely ill, you can't put down what you're doing and take out a Tehillim and pour out your heart. You just can't do it. What are you supposed to do? You're lying in your hospital gown. You're not allowed to be in the spal. You're about to go to surgery. You're scared. You're frightened, and you want to express yourself. You're not allowed to. What should you do? What do you do when you're so broken, the tears, the words won't come? What can you do? Harinius marayach, says Rashi. As kishron pulasech, take quality action. Quality action. I just told you I'm cornered and I'm panicking and I don't know what to do. And you don't tell me do something. Do something qualitative. What am I supposed to do? I'm cornered. I have nowhere to go. In front of the Yamsuf and the Mitzrayim, and then I'm out of options. Rashi says, don't panic. I'll tell you what I mean by quality action. Lemi at poime be'eis tzara. Who do you turn to in a time of need? Gewalt. If you can't daven, of course, if you're able to, Hashem wants you to daven. He always wants to hear us daven. But if you can't, just a peniyah to the Eibush, just turning to the Eibush and tell him, Hashem, I recognize that you're the one in control. You're the one that I depend on. I need you. That is not better than nothing. That is kishron puloseich. That is quality action. We're never surrounded. When we're surrounded on all sides of Yid, we can still go up. That's the one option we have that nobody else has. And when we go up, Hashem comes down. Karav Hashem l'chol kairav. Hashem's close to anyone who calls out to Him. We draw closer to Him. He draws closer to us. He's as accessible as you make Him. As accessible as you, as much as you reach out to Him. In the Akdama to my Sefer Zera Yisrael on Tefillah, the red Sefer in one of those two boxes, those who came here to honor me tonight, I guess honor is a good thing. I'm not sure how you eat it or where you can put it in the bank. I guess it feels good for a few minutes, and then in a couple of days we'll have all forgotten about it. The bills will come, the next thing issue will come up, and the next honor will come, it'll all be gone. If you want to honor me, I would ask one thing. The Akdama for this Sefer, the Zera Yisrael, it's a page and a half. The Vertlich are nice Vertlich, and they were a gift from the Eibishter. The Akdama is where I put down what Tefillah means to us today and how we can build a relationship with the Eibishter. And we can. Each one of us can build a personal relationship with the very same siddur. Everyone's got the same siddur, okay, Ashkenaz, Sfarad, a little bit different, but it's more or less the same format. Each one of us can put our life, our needs, and we can see it in the davening if we put our mind and our heart to it. We can all build a relationship with the Eibishter. It's not beyond for any of us. Again, I want to thank Rabbi Shapiro, the great embarrassment. humbling honor. And I want to thank everyone for coming, especially my family that came from so far away. And it was such great effort, time, and expense. And I hope that at least tonight will have been the catalyst for people to build a true and close and personal relationship with the Eibishter.
The main course now, and we'll introduce the secret honoree in just a few minutes.